Hey everyone, I've had a good day today. I was up $5,553. I took two trades, both on Apple, and I took them in two different accounts. And look, it keeps going. I suspected it would keep going, but honestly, I was very grateful for the trades I got. So I'm out and I'm done for the day, which is great. It's 8:06 a.m. here in California. But anyway, let me show you what I did. So initially, I took Apple uh, on, gosh, I think it was probably this bar. Um, or actually, no, you know what? I waited, and I started scaling in on this one here, and I scaled in through this and accumulate. I'll show you my executions, so you'll see. Um, but eventually, I thought it would come back down and retest the previous day high, which is what this number is here, and test the low of the day, which is exactly what it did. So this is super common, this type of consolidation, which is going to come back and test the low before it starts on its advance. And then it started going, which was nice. It came back down. I added, I think, a couple more positions in here. I'll show you those executions. And then it started to go. Now, I wanted it to get to the 150, the 50% extension of this move here, which is I always anchor my targets based on the price action so far. So if the pullback has gone this far, it has the capacity to double that range, which is what the 200 is. But quite often it takes a break at the 150. I thought it would get there, and it did not. Now I had a decent sized position, so I was scaling out aggressively. I made good money on this trade. I think I got out of the remainder on this red bar right here, and the P&L was 3,511 on this particular trade. And I'll show you those executions before we switch accounts. So here we go. Yeah. So I was scaling in, sold one off, scaled in more, sold one more off, scaled in again, and then finally it went on its move. And this is when I scaled out the majority of the position. Um, so again, made good money on this. Started out at 641 was my first opening position, and 735 was my last scale out on this trade. So that's how this one played out for 3,511, and then I switched accounts and went to my other account, and I took the same trade, and I made 2,042 on the second time around. So let me show you what I did the second time. So the second time, I took my first position on this green bar here, and I was suspicious of it right off the bat. So I took a relatively small position here, and then sure enough, it came back down, and I started to scale in. It was testing VWAP, so I was scaling in through here, came back up, and then it retraced again, and I scaled in a little bit more, and then it went on this beautiful run right here, and this was really nice on good volume, and it just allowed me to scale out of the whole thing. I was grateful because, of course, I was at a little bit of a loss as I scaled in. So let me show you those fills. So here's where I took the trade, beginning at 7:39. So just 4 minutes after I got out of the previous trade, I got out of the previous trade at 7:35 and started scaling into this one at 7:39 and then scaled in progressively. So my highest paid was $1.43 and my lowest was 80 cents. So again, I mean, when I do this, I'm not, this is dangerous. If you don't understand price action, this is dangerous. So I'm not necessarily advocating for this for other types of traders, but I feel comfortable with the price action. So I feel comfortable doing this. And then this beautiful run. What a beautiful run. $1.44, which was 1 penny above my highest entry. And then I just was able to scale out. I took out two at a time. I took out one the first couple, and then I moved up to two and just scaled out progressively at higher prices. The very end, I took the last off as it pulled back a little bit. I'll show you that on the chart. So right here, so on this bar right here was when, or maybe the second red bar is when I took the last position off at 226. And then it is looks like it is consolidating. But that's because this advance right here, this is an aggressive advance, and we've got one fair value gap, two fair value gaps, three fair value gaps, and four. So now the fourth one has been taken right here. So it came back and took that fair value gap out. But when you have four fair value gaps, it's probably not going to stop just at the first one. And sure enough, it's already has it come to the second one? Gosh, within pennies of the second one. But I would bet before it advances, it's at least going to get this second one before it starts to advance. You never know. Maybe it keeps going, but I think there's good odds when you have such an impulsive move that it's going to consolidate. So anyway, between the two trades, $5,553. I'm thrilled. I'm very grateful. If you want to learn more about my approach to trading, then visit my channel and watch the videos that have a yellow dot on the thumbnail. So the videos where I feel like there's a good learning point. I don't know if this today's is worthwhile, but I might put a dot on there. But anyway, you can go to my channel and see all the ones that have yellow dots, and you can watch those if you like, and you'll learn more about my approach to trading. I certainly appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.